Hey there everybody, Pioneer Astral here with mission log 21, and well, to say I have been busy might be classed as a bit of an understatement, because well, I think last log I left off there definitely wasn't any buildings here, and possibly there wasn't even anything functioning in this whole area. So I think we'll start with a little bit of a tour of where I'm up to with this whole area, and that probably is best done from over this end actually, but it looks better from that end, partly because I don't want to go that way too much. There's a lot of stuff out there that's still kind of worrying to me, and yeah, I don't know what to do with it. And yeah, well, you can see there's a lot of noodles out this end. But it all makes sense. Honestly, it's not a mess. So we'll just pop in this one up to what is, I don't know, it's either some sort of junction room or some sort of command center place for this area. I don't know, it's a thing. It doesn't have a name. But yeah, you can see I've got signs. Well, this one doesn't do anything actually. That's that's to come. That is this log. We're gonna get that sorted. But yeah, we can travel to everywhere that's relevant from here. So we've got the fuel production building, which is actually what this little sort of area is attached to. Let's just jump up here. So that's there. We've got the oil processing building, which is that one over there, which I think we've seen quite a bit, and then the tube that goes to the oil extraction. Rather than it finishing down there, we go here and goes off into the distance. Can't really see with the window reflections, but you know. So let's have a quick look. But this one here just zooms off into this building. Pretty simple as far as, you know. I don't think much changed here. We've just got... Oh wait, it's not working right now because it's all backed up. We've got fuel. Oh, not fuel. What's this? What is this? This is crude oil that's been backed up because this is coming in. We've got fuel that comes out this side and goes that way into that building, and then, you know, if we can't process any more fuel because it's all full over that end, then it comes this way. Yeah, pretty simple. This is a massive building, and that's completely not what happens here at all, is it? No, this is not. That is not what happens here. This is not fuel. Oh my gosh! Why? How can I not remember? Because I've been spending too long building buildings. This is where we make all the plastic and the rubber, which it should be making, and we've got quite a bit. But because this is backed up with residual oil, heavy oil residue. That's, oh my gosh! I'm sorry, everybody. Obviously, it's been a long night building or something. Yeah, so we've got plastics and we've got rubbers over here. And then, yeah, when we can't make any more of that for either being full up on the production of those, or because we've filled up on the heavy residue, heavy oil residue. Oh dear. Clearly, not competent Pioneer at the moment. Yeah, then we push the rest of the crude oil that way. So let's head back up here, and we'll go down in here, which is fuel production. It even says it. And yeah, now we can see the pipes for the heavy oil residue coming in here into these two, and they will make fuel. And again, they're full. And then again, this is the absolute mess of pipes, and I'm sorry about that, but that's just how it is. And they take the crude oil, turn it into fuel, and leftover polymer resin. Crikey. Well, and then we're just dumping the polymer resin into this sink here. But yeah, we are completely backed up with the fuel in these smaller fluid buffers. We've got 6 of them, and they're all full. And we have 6 pipelines waiting to come out of here and go into that building. I don't know why we don't need 6 coming out of here. We might join them all together again, but that's what we've got. Just because that was the way it fitted in here best. So let's nip back up in here. And we've got the route to the main building, which is now been moved from down there. So we don't have to go over there and around that, but it does still have a bit of a journey up there. And then we've also got the pipe down to the planet's surface, which, yeah, like I said, lots of things I don't want to deal with. And this will be fuel processing. So we've got a few things to put in here. Firstly, power. If we check out, we've got fuel power generators. And, well, that's all well and good, other than the fact that I can't actually afford them because I need quick wire. And that's something which I haven't really got much of. We look though, it's pretty big. If we just sort of pop that there so we can have a look around it. It does fit here though, so I am at least glad of that. And we'll probably, shove it back a little bit more. Maybe it can live all the way back there. We can't actually change this because this is the way the terrain is around here. Yeah, so we get a few of those in here, and I don't know how much fuel they take, but we will work all that out. We'll get the first one in eventually and see. So I think, well, there's 2 options here. I can go and see how much quick wire I've got, and then maybe build one if I've got enough. Just going to jump back up here. This is a temporary thing there, and if we haven't got enough quick wire to build one, then, well, the first thing we need to do is go searching for some and make a new setup, I guess. And that might change the whole process of like everything that's happening completely. And actually I will, before going to look for that, I think I should finish this milestone for fluid packaging, because at least then we could put in a temporary thing to process the fuel, package it up, and, well, dump it if necessary, because we need more plastics being made and more rubbers. There's no point this whole place just sitting doing nothing. So I think a temporary solution is to get the fluid packaging in and then, yeah, just get rid of the fuel that's been packaged. Oh, we'll store some, but yeah, we need a temporary setup to handle all of this.
Milestone reached. Avoid the embarrassment of placing liquids in your pockets only for them to spread across your suit. Package and unpackage them with the packager. Packaging fluids allows them to be transported in your inventory, on conveyor belts, and by vehicles. For increased, non-pocket related fluid storage, you can now use the industrial fluid buffer.
Right, well, that's that completed. I guess we can pick another milestone as well, actually, which probably should be like this one. A truck would be really useful, and we could get this as well, more inventory. I mean, both of them are really attainable. One of those. Yeah, just pick one, and we'll get, we'll have tier 5 completed, and we can work on tier 6 things a bit more, hopefully. But, well, I went rummaging, and I have found 25 Kytherium ingots, which is good, because that can make us, already got it open. That's going to make us quite a decent amount of with quick wire? 125. That's enough for two power stations, I think. So yeah, I'm gonna make some of this just here. Well, that's the first one in. Let's have a look at what this needs, what it does. No fuel, no connection. Can we see how much it takes? No, we can't. Oh, that's frustrating. Okay, so I've put some pipes in. This took way too long to get it nicely put in, but they're there and they're flat and they're not sort of causing any trouble. And then coming up here, we've got, I mean, it's getting messy and I don't like it, but it is functional. So with all the fuel coming into the one place, we get the maximum amount, and we're going to power this one no matter what's going on. And I would think a lot of the time we'll manage to have this one fueled as well. But so there's this oh, where is it? How can I show you it? Here, this bit here to ensure that the fuel goes that way before it goes this way. And then there's another third place for the fuel to come over this way, which should happen after this one is being fully fueled. So they take 20 square meters per minute. We're producing some really horrible numbers, actually. So my brain is hurting from doing all of this. But yeah, those two there, which produce fuel from the residue after the plastics and things, they don't produce enough to do both of these two. But when the plastics and the rubber are all done, the other four would produce enough to do like 8 of these. So that's a crazy amount, and I can't build any more than the 2 at the moment. But so maybe eventually I'll get some more in here. But I guess for now we need a temporary solution, and some of that is going to be storing amounts of fuel so it can flow in and then flow backwards when necessary, and then carry on forwards. So maybe I need some fuel stored up high, sort of here. I think that's probably the next plan. And then, yeah, I guess some more of these, not too many more. I mean, this is probably producing more power than we need anyway. I don't know. I haven't even plugged this in yet. It's not doing anything to do that as well. So yeah, some storage here, I think. Then some more space for more power plants, and then then I think packaging. But I mean, we're gonna have to package at a massive rate, and then we've got to make the packaging, which comes from the plastics which we're making over there, it's starting to hurt my brain too much. So we'll get some things in, but I'd like to be able to have a constant supply of power from here while making sure that we're actually producing enough plastic and rubber to make it all worthwhile. I'm starting to wonder if I've done this all wrong, and I should have done the fuel production and then plastics and rubber from the leftover of the fuel production. But I feel like I'm way too committed now to change what I'm doing. I'd have to rip everything down, and that's not good. So let's just carry on and see. And if this doesn't work, then I guess I will have to rip it all down, and we'll have a whole nother log all about how we shouldn't do this, I guess. Right, you know what? I think this is going to work. We've got the 2 there. We've got the fuel tank thingy here, and then there's room, just the right amount of room, to put another 2 of those over here, which is going to be loads of power. We're not going to need that much power for a long time. And this just all fits in here. It's a tight squeeze, but with the sort of framey support underneath there, that works nicely. So then that's filling, and we can start to work on packaging the fuel behind here. I think it's probably space for some storage, some more batteries. That's the word. Along here, that's probably a really great place to put that. And then we'll try and sort of work this into here. But we've got this thing in the way, and I guess we need to work around that somehow. Whether we build over the top of it a bit more, because we're going to need more space up here. As the packager, I bet, is, well, it's not huge, but it's not fitting up here, is it? So yeah, we're going to do packaging and things up in this back section, and then I guess it should be higher up than all of that, because we only want to package once we're done here. Wow, I can't believe what I've had to do to get this sorted, but I think we're in a position to say it's going to work now. If we look in the noisy direction, both these generators are working now, and they are, right now, really, they're only connected to these two, and that's all that's working, because we've got the plastics and the rubber being made. That's how this should be working right now. Until they're all done, this lot shouldn't turn on. I think part of the problem was the system was all backed up with the fluids, and they wouldn't balance out, or they were trying to balance out. So, and it was just getting a mess. I had to remove things and flush the systems out and everything. It was not nice to do, but it's sorted. There's no longer any fluid buffers, like tanks in there, because they were causing loads of problems. Everything's got a valve on it now to stop things flowing backwards, and also to try and make it a consistent amount that flows. So they've all been set to 40, which is what these are supposed to produce, I think. But they seem to peak and drop, so that wasn't helping keeping things running smoothly. So I think it's all going nicely. And now this has got, well, this has got nothing in it, because what I did was, although this comes, wow, so noisy, this comes from down here, and there is some fuel in here. It's some of it's flowed back out this way a little bit, but not much, and it's stopped there, so it's not flowing backwards into there. It's just in this first section, and that won't really happen that much, I guess. Ideally, might make a little hump on each of these to make it flow correctly, but I need to think about how I want that, because I don't really want the fuel flowing back that way, like it up here. I don't know. There's some thoughts to be had just to get it just right, but this is pretty close. Maybe there needs to be some extra bumps in this pipe just to make it a little bit better. Well, I'm surprised it's taken me so long to work this all out that I filled up my storage for plastic, and the same for rubber. So these machines aren't running anymore, which means we're not making the heavy oil. There's still enough sort of here, but it's not going to last for long, and I kind of need the power, it turns out. So these are still going, but they are slowing down, and so I need to get everything else sorted as quick as possible. And let's go back up here. I don't know whether this was a good idea. I've done some building. You can see that there's some building here. Oh, it needs a little bit in there, doesn't it? yeah, I've started. It's doing something. Let's go over and have a look. Because this, wow, sorry about the noise. Yeah, this is still running at 100%, so we've still got enough fuel coming in, but that won't last long because there's no reserve in here, because we haven't got any of that linked up. So I think I need to get that stuff ready to go. I just wanted to get this finished, and I think I'm just about there now. We've got the packaging machines here. They are all linked up ready. Some of this is just because I fancied building it like this. Some of it's necessary. I needed to take it up and put some valves in. That means that this will fill up before we start packaging over here, because most of the stuff that gets packaged is going to end up being thrown in the sink, and that's not good if we're just not storing it. So we should be filling this up completely, I think, or at least most of the way, before the fuel starts coming into this section. And just to be sure, I've put some valves in so it doesn't go backwards into there, because we don't want to confuse everything. Hopefully we should have some plastic coming through to this section really soon. Oh, well, we would do if we put the last bit of belt in. Oh, actually, they're supposed to be 2s. Now these take in 30 a minute. Yeah, so no, that's fine on a 1. So we're going to make containers, not enough to run all of those machines, but I'm hoping we don't need to make that much. I'll have to make a bigger space if I need to make more containers, I guess. But for now, we've got 60 coming in a minute. That's, well, it's enough for 1.5 of these packaging machines, to be honest. It's not anywhere near enough. But again, hopefully, we will be, well, we'll not be relying on these. They're just as a backup to keep everything running. And they can obviously get quite a bit of stockpile of those containers, canisters, ready. It's going to take them a while to fill up each machine with all of those ready to be used. So I think I need to get these ready to kick in now, which wasn't on the plan necessarily. I mean, not a lot of this was on the plan, like the building and everything. And of course, just making the containers means that these machines are now running, what, 60%? So we shouldn't need like all of the fuel to go this way, because it's constantly making containers as well. So that should help balance the system out a bit. Let's just see. So I'm just using these because they're easier to see how high and make sure I've got everything high enough. And just over the other side, it felt funny to put in the back and forth bit. But that should take the rest of the flow of the oil now. Right, looks like the fuel is flowing into here. We've got a little bit coming into there, so we are using it. We're producing fuel. We need to finish getting the packaging system up and running. It's not got any power for starters, and hopefully this is all running smoothly now. It says 98%. I mean, it's got full. This one says 100%, so I think we're okay. Yeah, so this pipe is getting filled up from that end now. I think this will slowly fill. That should give us the buffer we need for when this stops completely. But right now it's just a case of getting the last bits of this packaging system up and running. Oh, I've not got the hang of those yet. There we go, the packaging station is all primed and ready. The as many containers as possible are stacked up here and at this end. The fuel is not flowing through to here yet. This is working as I hoped. I don't know whether this is actually going to slowly fill up, like as this gets higher. We'll see. I don't know how that really goes. But yeah, no, we're still producing all the power that we need to, which is good. Well, not that we need to. What I'd really like to do is get the other two in here, and then we'll be a lot safer for power. I want to put in some storage here for some of the fuel, and then we're going to have to build another sink. We might just, I don't know, put it down there, or we could possibly see about running into that one. We have got one there. We could come out the side of here and run down. It's not like we'd have matching belts on either side, I guess. Might be quite fitting. So yeah, maybe we'll do that. Take them out here and go down that way. It's probably the best way, rather than building a whole new sink for it. But it's not a bad thing to do, but they're huge. It's just another massive thing to fit in somewhere. So yeah, we'll probably use that one. If I want to get these in, we need to find the Criterium, and I've got a few things I want to do in order to get there. So I'm going to zoom through some things, like getting some milestones finished, grabbing some new tech and stuff like that, and then we're going to go searching for Criterium, and maybe just get enough for now. Maybe we can start thinking about then how to get it all here, because of course we are also, well, we're ready for trains after this, and yeah, that's going to take some planning, because I have no idea where things like that are going. So anyway, not that now. Milestones, Criterium, before we finish up.
Milestone reached. The transportation of resources can reach new heights of efficiency. With the Mark IV belts and lifts, the truck, but even more importantly, your effort. Handling a large and complicated vehicle like the truck should come easy to a well-trained pioneer such as you. They are an obvious improvement over tractors concerning industrial purposes. Improvements for personal use were not measured.
Well, let's have a look. A truck. We need to get some more rubber. I guess that's for all those wheels. Yeah, any fuel type, I guess. I mean, we haven't got any packaged fuel at the moment, but we need to see. Well, do we need it? Let's see. We need to have a search for Criterium. We might as well just bring up the map straight away, because there's no need doing anything different. Okay, is it just that one? Oh gosh, I don't like where that is. That's a long way away. Okay, so yeah, that right. Rock. Yeah, sure. How far away was that? 390. Oh, well, that's not too bad. We could probably walk that. All the fuss. I think we've got everything we need. Probably more than what we need. Let's go for a walk. It's that great big pillar of light beam over there, so we've been this way a little bit before. I've explored over here somewhat, not loads, but maybe enough. Oh. Well, yeah, there is a great big rock. Okay, just before I move back a little bit, just in case, I could really do with one of those scanners to see where that is why I was being careful. Where it's there. Whoa. I want that. Where is it? I can't see it. How is it so well camouflaged? Ah! Ah! Nope, nope, nope. Okay. Oh, right. Got it. Oh. No, not what I want to do. Oh. Okay, well there's some there. I'm just worried. I'm glad I didn't just run straight in. Is it in? It is. It's in the big rock. Well, we can gather up a little more. Excuse me, you are going to be in the way. I guess we're going to have to see if we can try and, blow this up. We did research some gunpowdery type stuff. Maybe this will do for now. Get the rest of the power plants up and running. There's a bit more here. Yeah, I can't build anything to harvest this properly until we've got rid of this big rock. How much did I get there? 63. That's not a lot. Maybe it's enough? I don't know. Let's grab these slugs. Ooh. I want that, but there's trouble down here. You're going to get in the way, aren't you? That's that one dealt with. There were two. Where is it? Oh, it's up there. No, I don't need the copper, but as long as I've got room in my pockets, we do want this. Right, I think that's everything. I'll have to come back for some more Caterium, I guess. Oh, that's not everything. That... No, no, no. Where did that come from? Okay, I don't even know where I'm running to. I just know I'm running. Oh. Where on earth did that come from? But I don't like those things at all. Right, what home's there? Oh, gosh. Is that it? Or that bush? The bush. Maybe we can go this way a little bit more. Oh, okay, okay, yeah. That's not so bad. Kind of know where we are. More of these things. I don't know what those are. They do not... I don't know. They don't give me the feeling of being friendly. Although they look lovely, you know, but what? Let's go. Just get back home and deal with the creepy thing later. Oh, well, we can drop down there. That's already fine. There's this cave here that I'm gonna have to look at some point, I'm sure. And look, it's got quartz in it. And yeah, it's quartz anyway. I don't know. I want to go. I want to look, but I don't want to look at the same time. I think for now, let's just do what we were trying to do. Nothing more. Hey, you're not scary. Oh, let's get back inside and deal with this. We can make 21 ingots. Well, I think we've still got 5 left, so that'll do it. Okay, I've made all the quick wire that I need, and just while I'm here, for best drop off everything for the next milestone, which is the jetpack. Not a small achievement, really.
Milestone reached. Fix-It has granted you the power of flight, provided you have a jetpack and the appropriate fuels. The jetpack refuels automatically while you are standing on a surface, and different fuel types will affect the jetpack's functionality. With this increased versatility, you will no doubt achieve efficiency levels previously unheard of.
Well, yeah, hopefully. Well, how do we make a jetpack, and what does it use? It probably uses, like, proper fuel. I bet we make it in here, don't we? There we go. There it is. But we can make a jetpack. Sure, why not? Whether we can actually fuel it. It's another question. Oh, okay. Yeah, packaged fuel, solid biofuel, or packaged liquid biofuel. Okay, so that's not so bad. We've got some of that, and it's, I don't know. Well, we'll give it a try, I guess, in a minute. I've just got to gather up some more materials for this fuel-powered generator, and well, I thought this was a good place to try out the backpack. The jetpack. Not sure we're going to get very high. No, that's not going to work very well at all with these. So, yeah. This is not the fuel source to be using really, but it is the only one that I've got that's actually on me. Kind of handy. But, yeah, not quite good enough for making it particularly great, and any sort of jumping is going to cause it to run out probably. Gonna get through that fuel quickly, and there it is, the last, or the second two, third and fourth, or however you want to word it. There's two more generators in, and that's a lot of power now. A lot of power that we're not using, which is good, and a lot of batteries that, well, we're charging them up. It's going to take a while, you know, we'll get there. And I'm going to quite enjoy the backpack. It's nice to have a bit of a fly around, and there is a view that I want to show you before I sign off from this log. Yeah, here. This view is just amazing. You can see like where the oil extractors are off in the distance there. A little bit of the path leading down to the quartz mine. We've got the copper factory, the main building, which is looking very office blocky. We need to do something with the top section, I think. Obviously, I'm stood on top of the concrete factory, which is, you know, tiny little building compared to everything else. We've got the whole of the coal power plant and the steel works and the motor factory down there, which just, I think they look really great. But I'm so happy with this. I mean, this looks like a great big greenhouse. It couldn't be any further from what it is, to be honest, since it's, you know, oil processing. But I'm really happy with how all of that is sort of just coming together to be something pretty decent, to be honest. And yeah, we can take a really good look now at how it looks. Obviously we can't linger too long. We need to just gently settle back down to the ground. Oh, almost gently. Not too close to that, hopefully. Yeah, maybe enjoyed that view a little bit too much, but yeah, that's just a really great way now. I mean, there's supposed to be more practical uses to having the jetpack, not just taking the view. But for now, that's going to be my favourite thing to have to do, is get on the roof and have a look around. And this is just, well, it's working, I think, but it's just crazy. And I will swap out for some packaged fuel when it's ready. I mean, it's going to be a while. If it ever even gets to that point, I don't know. Maybe this system works well enough that it doesn't get there. But we'll see, I guess. But we'll find that out another time, because for now I'm gonna say goodbye. And yeah, thanks for watching my log of what I've been up to. And I will get another one done fairly soon, I guess, when when there's more things to show you about what's been happening. And I guess I'm gonna have to go get that Deuterium and deal with the horrible, creepy, crawly, jumpy thing. Blah. But yeah, bye for now.